Macaluso with the Gun Vault of Texas in studio. If you're watching, share this out. Let me know, where are you watching from? Maybe you're in Galveston County. Maybe you're somewhere on the other side of the world. But we're going to kick this on the FM and have some fun. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart, 9 o'clock on the dot. My name is Gardy. I got Mr. Anthony Macaluso in studio with the Gun Vault of Texas, rocking a Gun Vault hat. I stopped by a store yesterday, stopped by the shop. I tried to say that at the same time, the store shop. And you have a lot of stuff in there.
We do.
And one of the new things and items that's right when you walk in is a brand new totem pole.
It is. Thanks, Jordan.
How'd you get that?
Santa Fe Education Foundation. The benefit? Was it the benefit?
Yeah. It was a gala is what they called
Gala,
it.
yeah. You were the gracious host.
Yeah, and
Brandon was the auctioneer, and we just kept rolling.
Dude, that auctioneer, he's good.
He's legit.
Had you ever been at an auction that he's done before?
Not him, yeah.
That's a hard job.
Could you imagine being in his class? Like if he's going over test answers, and it's just like you've got like 2 minutes left, so you just got to
spit it out really quick. Yeah.
And they're like, "Did you get it?" Do you used to watch Saved by the Bell?
Yeah.
Mr. Testaverde.
Okay.
He was the micro machine guy from back in the 80s, and that's how he would run his class. And nobody knew what he was saying. I could see that.
Yeah. So I was asked to do an auction one time, and I said I can help just like hype people up and be like, come on, get more money. That's a great cause. I can't talk fast and do the there's a whole art to it.
Yeah.
And it's really cool when it's done well. And he did a great job.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got money from me.
It works.
He did.
You know, Facebook does this thing where it will auto caption and like transcribe the words.
Yes.
At the bottom. So
his work out. I didn't even see that.
Beautiful. So you have to turn all the volume all the way down, which you were watching on Paybe, so you could bid. But we were streaming on YouTube and on Facebook. And on Facebook, it was like yabba dabba doo.
Yeah.
Might as well have been. So you can go back and watch that the gala for the Santa Fe Education Foundation. It was on Tuesday night. Just kind of scroll on our Facebook feed or go to our YouTube. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, get on social media and go like the Gun Vault of Texas and KHEA Radio. That's a really big deal.
We try to keep fun things. We got a fun commercial coming out.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So I saw Danny's truck there,
and
so I stopped in. I saw Danny's truck there. Have you never seen that screen before?
No, it's just frozen. So it's like tripping me out. I'm like, are we live or?
No, we're live.
All right.
Yeah, we're live on this one. So that's the program Restream, and it just will take random. It'll take random shots of
people.
Throughout.
We have ADD. Sorry, we just
I'll
look
turn
around
that
the
off.
studio all the time. No, you're good.
Tell me about the video idea, or can you release whatever you're comfortable sharing?
It is very. He's turning off the camera so I don't stare at it. It's very Office Space-esque. So I've done one Office Space commercial years ago and got another one.
Where at?
It was another place I was at, just another location.
Was it close?
Was what close?
The other place.
Where are we? So, yeah, this is our, hopefully it'll be out the next few, probably week or so.
Okay.
We're pretty excited. My cows made an appearance, so that was kind of neat.
Okay, so I drove back by a couple times, and I did see Danny's truck there.
But my truck was gone.
And yours was gone, so I was like, okay, either Danny's there filming Rogue in the gun shop, or they're up to something.
Yep, we were up to something.
Danny got to film cows. Did he get to ride a cow?
No.
Okay, good. I'd be jealous. I would want to be there.
At his height, he could probably ride the calf.
Man.
Does that mean?
A little bit.
All right, whatever.
A little bit. So you always have some fun stuff going on social media, whether that's memes, videos, all kinds of stuff.
We try to keep people entertained. You've got to keep that algorithm going because it changes.
It changes probably every day, probably multiple times a day, but I'll at least notice it once every 2 or 3 weeks. You'll see something
where your
change.
Numbers are different. Yeah. There's I'm in these groups and it's the same thing. Like people will be bidding on these things, these items or whatever. And then the very next week, nobody's on there, so you have to go and redo the algorithms.
Yeah.
Dang Facebook.
Here's a comment. This is from, I think it's Kathleen Joel Reich. She asked about the chickens. She said no chickens in the video, just the cows.
No chicken in the video. You can see the chicken coop.
You got to save something for the next video, too.
We did talk about the chickens, but not in this one. Maybe.
Okay.
Do you remember the video? Man, I don't even know what it was about, but it was Chevy. What's that cough for? What are we doing?
It's called. It's my allergies. I was about to make a really bad joke.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's just
Was it
allergies.
the joke I made earlier? But that commercial Chevy had the goat. Remember him just carrying around the baby goat?
I don't remember that
Oh,
one.
it's
No.
genius. Yep. He just had the baby goat, and he was just talking with it.
Yeah,
So,
and it served no purpose other
not
than.
at all. There
But
was
that would draw
zero
attention
purpose.
in.
I want to say, I don't know which business it was for, but he went to a friend's house and just had the baby goat and was holding it while he was talking on this commercial.
Yeah, if he did that for every video, you could be like the goat guy.
Goats
And
grow though.
well, you just have another baby goat.
Just keep having baby goats.
Think of like Mattress Mac. Save you money. That's his tagline. Then there's
Make
Chevy,
more goats.
just like holding a goat, not even drawing attention to it, not even talking about the barbershop, talking about Santa Fe Soap Factory, the gun vault of Texas, and it's just like,
There's
oh,
a goat.
there's the guy with the goat.
I'm in. I'll talk to him.
Let's see if we can work this out.
Probably not. Put him in the ring, a UPW with a goat.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That would be awful.
So, yesterday, I had Gina Welsh in studio. So she's the head of the Santa Fe Education Foundation, but she's also on the board of the Santa Fe Chamber of Commerce. And we were talking about all of the businesses nominated for Business of the Year, Small Business of the Year. And there's a ton of really good businesses that are.
Was the gun vault ever brought up?
Let me look. I have the list, but that's what I was going to.
Probably not.
And I know why.
Why is that?
Because it wasn't called the Santa Fe Gun Vault of Texas. A lot of the Santa Fe businesses throw Santa Fe on the front, like the soap factory. I got a whole list of the Santa Fe Chiropractic, Santa Fe Barbershop, or whatever it is, right?
I gotcha.
Why do you think that is?
Name recognition. We want to branch out, so that's why we didn't do it.
Yeah. So those people, I don't know. I was just thinking about it. And it's like,
What about the gun vault in Santa Fe?
yeah, you're in Santa Fe, but you don't have Santa Fe on the front.
Nope. You know what they do have that nobody else has?
A totem pole.
There you go. With Santa Fe on it.
So that counts for something.
Something.
Santa Fe Donuts. There's a lot. I don't know. It was just interesting because like looking through the list, and I'm like, oh, shout out to, man, there's a lot of
Let me see that
business.
list. What's that list look like?
I can't show you.
What?
Because I just can't. I can
Alright.
show you. I can show you off air.
All right. I won't tell nobody.
Yeah.
Mute button.
So this. Oh man, what's business been like so far this year? Even this month, it's brand new.
This month, last week was kind of weird. It was kind of slowish. Had some good days. Yesterday was busy. I feel today and this weekend will also be busy. Just, certain things happen and spikes business a little bit.
I don't watch the news too much. What's going on, Anthony?
I don't watch the news either. It's weird. We were just talking about
People,
it.
but nowadays people don't get their news like. I mean, some people get their news from the news.
Yeah, social media.
But it's all from social media,
Mm-hmm.
which kind of lets it get watered down and people put more of a slant on it
Yep.
as well. But, I mean, it is good to pay attention to what's going on in the world.
I agree. You're fishing for something.
But I have no idea what's
There
going
you
on
go.
in the world.
There are things changing, and it's alarming the Second Amendment people.
Okay.
We'll say that.
But, that stuff's important because it's a right. And so
Yep.
we got to know what's going on and make sure that there's not anything being yanked away from us that is a right.
Yes. So we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Remember, we don't talk politics at KHEA.
I don't know
We talk
if my
happy
God-given
stuff.
I don't know if my God-given rights are politics, Anthony. I'm just kidding. Okay, so the gun vault of Texas is somebody's never been. Where are you located and what you got in there?
We are 3701 646 North in Santa Fe, Texas, across from the Justice Center. If you've ever been to the police department, that's where we're at. And we offer all kinds of things. We're a tiny, tiny shop with big things, gunsmithing, classes, NFA items, all kinds of fun stuff. We do it all.
So Jordan said he needs to stop by, and I said, and I'm asking, like, to steal the totem pole? Like,
Jordan was there yesterday. Yesterday?
Was he?
I think. Making keys.
Okay.
Best key maker in the world.
There's nobody better.
So we were laughing. I was laughing. He has this, like, Bluetooth key machine, and he would get phone calls, and the key would get messed up when he was making it because it would mess up the Bluetooth.
Got to put airplane mode on, something.
You got to do something, Jordan. You're just wasting money. Throwing money out the door with these keys that aren't working.
What are they building across the street from you over there? It looks like there's construction.
I've heard multiple things. They're saying, I guess through the city, they're saying it's personal storage, but I've heard some other stuff.
What does Santa Fe need? Like, ideal, if you could pick anything in the world to go there.
Restaurant.
Like, what kind, though?
Sit-down family restaurant, American food.
Like a cheeseburger? What is American food?
Yeah.
Cheeseburgers?
No. Busy Bee. Man, everybody talks about Busy Bee. I loved it. I didn't get this figure without eating Busy Bee a lot. So, yeah, that.
Yeah. They still have one in Alvin?
They do, but it's too far.
It is too far.
And then you have Sherry's, or not Sherry's. That place on Seawall, Miller's.
Yeah.
It's just like all the Sherry's, and fun fact, Sherry runs that one. But the shoe doesn't want to open another store. Makes me sad.
You know, Pit Stop was going to open a cafe there. I think I've told you that.
Yeah.
You know, off the air before, but some things didn't quite work out. But they have 2 locations coming up. One in Tech City.
Yep, at the mall.
Is
it called the mall?
Mainland City Center.
Thank you.
And now they're actually opening up, and they have the pit in there now, where Luther's and Papa's Barbecue, and now Texas Pit Stop Barbecue is right in front of Burlington Coat Factory, right there on 45.
Have you been to the vintage game place there? They have like a vintage arcade.
Oh no, I haven't. Isn't it close to like, because there's a Goodwill in the corner?
Yeah, it's right next to I think that bingo hall. I seen Joe Perez did one of his videos there.
Yeah, I saw that one. I think you pay like a fee to get in, and then you can just
free play. Yep, I need to go there.
That's like a dream.
We need to go there. We need to go shoot some videos there, and me and you just play.
That sounds like a great idea. Did you go to the arcade a lot growing up?
Yep.
Like it was like Tilt, like even at the mall.
Yeah, it was Tilt.
At Mall of the Mainland.
Lots of
back then
useless prizes. Spend like $400 and you get like this cool pencil with this tassel on the top. Yeah.
You lose it like on the way home.
Yeah. And your parents are like, "Where'd that money go?"
But you had a lot of fun playing the video games and everything else.
2.5 hours. Skee ball. I love skee ball and pinball. Those were really my only 2 things I liked. I'm working on getting a pinball machine at the shop too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I can find room for it.
What kind?
I don't care.
Any kind.
Yeah, something neat, vintage.
Like Ghostbusters.
If I could find the wrestling one, obviously that would be it. But
that sounds expensive.
I don't know. May trade the totem pole for it. Jordan, you're in, buddy. Find me a vintage wrestling pinball machine.
Yeah. Okay. So here's a comment that came in, and they want to know if you have body armor.
We don't.
You don't sell body armor.
No.
But you do sell some apparel.
Yeah. I mean, we have shirts. It's not going to stop a bullet, but we do have shirts.
Remember that jacket? Did you ever watch that video I sent you?
Yes.
It's the jacket. I don't even remember the brand. I'd have to go look in the messages, but it's like a hoodie with a zipper on it, and it's apparently resistant to bullets somehow. I don't know how he did it.
Who's testing it?
The guy in the video.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I am good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no body armor. Super hard to get still. So it's kind of we opened this store at I can't say the worst time, but it was a pretty bad time. Just because everything was out of stock. Luckily, we were stocking up. We knew that we were opening a year in advance, but we didn't predict the old pandemic taking everything from us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's been an interesting time for a lot of businesses, especially a gun and ammo business.
Yeah. We do. I did get word we are getting some ammo in. We do have a really good amount, more than most people, of ammo at the shop, but we're getting more in. I think Tuesday it did deliver, so that's kind of cool. We're excited. Ammo that we haven't had in a while. So
okay, like what kind?
Like 40 and 45. That's been really hard to find, so we'll be getting some of that. We stock 9 and 5.56 as much as we can. We buy that in bulk, and we got some good shotgun stuff last week in bulk. So
okay, this is a great idea from Jordan Porty.
There you go.
He said, "What about?" Because we're talking about the arcade pinball. He said, "What about a claw machine with ammo in it?"
Man, I'm not hating it. I could make.
That's
money.
actually you're thinking about it. You're like, I want to hate it.
I'm not hating it.
That's a good idea.
He has some good ideas.
Those are hard.
They are.
Were you good at those? The claw.
I played the one at. I'm trying to think what those little things would say. I lost track. Oh, I still play the one at HEB.
Yeah. HE Buddy?
Yeah, HE Buddy.
Buddy Bucks.
We will walk up. I mean, just get to the register, and my son's like, $1, please. And I have to explain to the people, I'm like, he calls Buddy Bucks $1. And they're like, oh, here you go. And then we just go play the claw machine.
So my son's 8, and for like the first 4 years of his life, he didn't even know there was a game. He was just like stacking dollar bills at home in a cash register.
And he was HEB buddy rich.
He was filthy rich, just loaded. And then whenever he found out, he was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "Don't you want to save him?"
What would you
For
save
what?
him for? Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Just for fun at home. I don't know. We'd put him in the cash register. He just got the HE buddy bucks.
Yeah, I think we have the same thing, but then River just tears all the money out of it and throws a muck everywhere. That's what he does.
Hey, good morning if you're watching. I see you, Conrad. Got Mr. Paul Whitchurch.
What's
Shout
up,
out to
Paul?
Southern Sass Vinyl and more.
Yep.
Hey, I saw that Bonnie's Donuts opened up, I think on Tuesday for the first time. They had been closed, I think, for like at least a month or more. Bonnie's Donuts over there in that strip. So make sure you go show them some love. Paul, have you had a chance to stop in to Bonnie's? I think there was just a sign on the door just saying like, "Hey, check social media. We're temporarily closed," but I'm excited that they're able to be back open.
I'm gonna throw out. We went to Mary Bass's new kolache place.
Yeah.
If you love your life, go try it. Oh my God, we went Saturday. I should have went Sunday. They had some other options on Sundays that I wanted to try, but I had the lumberjack.
What's that?
It was like there was bacon in it. It's really all you need: bacon and maple syrup and some other goodness.
In a kolache?
Yeah. Oh, so good. I bought like 4 different ones. They had a boudin one that was really good. Bought River a blueberry one. He didn't care to eat it.
Indifferent.
Yeah, no, he didn't care to eat it. He's
What?
a child. He'd eat like 2 things and that's it.
So what about donuts? Is he a fan of those?
It's got to be Shipley's. But I do the switcheroo. Like, if we want something else, I'll just grab
in
a
the bag.
Shipley's bag and throw it in there. It's all good.
Okay.
He's a name brand kid. So, I don't understand it.
Yeah. Okay, so I put this koozie on purpose to remind myself to talk about everything that's going on in Hitchcock, right?
Yep.
So have you seen that the Galveston County Fair is doing like their cook-off this weekend, and then next year they're doing like the livestock show and stuff?
Next year or next week?
Next week, sorry.
Yeah.
It's going on like right now.
Yes, I drove by it. Lots of people out there.
Yeah.
Smelled good.
Yeah, and then I saw, because I had posted something.
I seen
and
Pit Stop out there.
Pit Stop's out there. That's
Yep.
what I was going to say. And so I had messaged them. I was like, can I come out there? Because they're not open to the public. But they said yes.
Oh, I was seeing people turned away because you didn't have a wristband.
Yeah. Well, they just said, let me know when you're coming, because I was going to do just take some pics and videos and
Yeah.
stuff or whatever. But so I'm excited
If you go.
to go. You want to come?
No, I just want some brisket.
I'll just bring like a Shipley's bag.
Yeah.
You got one in your truck or something?
I've
A spare
got a
one?
bag, yeah. Just some dripping would be delicious. Love me some brisket.
Yeah. And then the other thing I wanted to bring up, the good old days happening today and tomorrow. They're
running them simultaneously?
Yes. It's not the good old days thing, but it's at their grounds,
Yeah.
right? It's the Bon Tom Roulette Rolling Cajun Throwdown or something.
All
I was
right.
talking to Tiny. I always butcher the name, but Tiny Guidry came in. He said they're going to have, it's going to be like 40,000 pounds of crawfish or something ridiculous like that. Are you a crawfish fan?
Not at all.
Really?
Not at all. Not
Why?
I don't know. It's the work. If you want to peel me crawfish, yeah, I'm gonna eat it with you. But if you want me to do it, it ain't happening. Only animal I'll peel is shrimp.
I'll peel your crawfish.
I'll eat it. I'll be happy to eat it. But yeah, no.
Okay.
I will. I'm weird. I mean, we all know this. You've known me for years. There was I'll hunt. I like hunting. I like all that stuff. But there's something like my parents had this crawfish bowl for I think it was Mother's Day years ago, and they purged these. Chavy's calling.
We'll have to patch him in here in a second. Keep going with the story.
They purged these crawfish, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a science experiment and see if I can make 2 of them live. So I took 2 of them, threw them in the fish aquarium at my house. I swear we had them for 7, 8 years. And we moved to our new house, and Stephanie was like, yeah, you're not taking them with us. I was like, what am I supposed to do? They're dependent on us. Name was Lenny and Carl, and we used to just give them, I don't think I ever cleaned their aquarium, but we would just throw food in there.
What would they eat?
Whatever we were eating.
And they would eat it. And they lived for that long?
They would fight each other, and then they would eat. They fought nonstop. Lenny and Carl did not like each other.
So how big did they get?
They were massive. I made my brother-in-law come whenever we were, because I was really sad. I wanted to keep him. But we had 2 other aquariums, I think, at the time, and she was just like, no, they're not going.
Wow.
You trying to patch him?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can hook my phone up. Did y'all eat them?
No, he released them. Okay. He released them back into the wild, so I'm sure they died. So,
oh, man.
Yeah, it was pretty sad. They were good, man. They were cool. We would take them for walks, put them on their leashes. That's not true. It's not true at all.
Okay, I'm calling Chevy, and he's going to be live on KHEA. So let's see, 1, if he'll answer.
He'll answer.
And 2, if he appreciates getting thrown on. Hanging tight.
Yes, sir.
You're live on KHEA Radio. Good morning, sir. How you doing? State your name.
I'm doing good. It's KHEA.
Why are you calling me?
Oh, you're on air.
What's up?
Man, I was just seeing what your breakfast plans look like, bro.
I figured you wanted to go eat some shoe sole from Waffle House.
Oh, bro, I didn't even think about that, but now I am.
Yep. He eats the bottom of shoes at Waffle House. Their steak.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not hating. If anybody loves it, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey,
put that seatbelt on,
in a
buddy.
while-
Safety first.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll switch you a T-bone. I'll get crazy.
Just depends how the haircut week's going.
Yeah.
How the tips are coming in.
At the old Waffle House. You gotta live it up. You know what? I will take extra toast.
Ooh, smothered, covered, all the hash browns, right?
Yeah.
Man, how you been?
I'm good, man. What are y'all up to?
Well,
Obviously
just
looking
much.
for content.
Well, he said, "Why is Chevy calling me?" I said, "Don't worry, I'm on it. I'm gonna patch him in, and I'm
All
excited to have you on here."
I'm in. Let's do it.
You pumped for UPW?
I am pumped.
It's gonna be a good show. We were talking about it beforehand.
Where's it at, and what do we got going on?
It's Bickless, Texas. Man, I'm starting to see this lineup roll out now, man. They're bringing in, I know, some new guys. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but I know Romeo Falco, I think is his name, maybe Falcon,
Yeah.
is versing Kid Ransom. I haven't seen him in the UPW world, but I hear there's a buzz, So, and Ransom just broke away from
The
his
Blady
Blady
Bunch.
the Blady Bunch, and so I'm excited to see what's from him. He is probably one of he's been wrestling for don't get me lying, I want to say 12, 13 years. So one of the most grizzled vets in the game right now in this area. So
They're starting the women's league. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty neat.
First ever UPW women's match.
Yep.
So
That'll be awesome.
yes.
You're going to be out there, right? What role are you taking? Are you still you're the best in-ring announcer in the game, right?
Oh, thanks, buddy. I've been actually, some people have been calling me. I've been getting some phone calls from other promotions trying to scout me out. But
I'll have to tell him the story. I'm not going to tell him on air.
Let's go. What is it? Is there some news?
No.
Is there some news coming soon?
a little cheese, man. Little juice.
Little juice.
Ooh, I want it. Spill the tea. It's just us.
We ain't doing
just
it.
The three of us.
I'm
just
sure,
the three of
I'm
us.
sure, honestly, that is.
I don't even know what story he's talking about, but
We'll talk. We'll talk.
Okay.
It's good stuff.
Well, I'm excited. Okay, Chevy, how can I keep up with you and your journey in the wrestling world? What's the best?
Wrestling, barber, whatever. The best way is follow my Facebook, Chevy Chevrolet, Instagram, the Chevrolet Riot. That's more of me and my family and what we get into, but it's fun, And then, always at Undisputed Pro Wrestling. I think it's UPTX, UPWTX, I think, on Instagram is their handle. So
Yeah.
they're always doing fun stuff.
Hey, I was driving all around Santa Fe yesterday, and I saw
Bro, you
that.
didn't holler? Bro, you didn't holler at me?
He
I-
stopped at my place just because he seen Staley.
Well, I did, and you know what? And I stopped by where you work over there and where you cut, and I didn't see. I didn't think that you were there.
Okay.
I was looking through the windows and everything. I should have called you.
That's not creepy at all.
But what I was gonna say was that there was a barbershop, a building that was for sale, not too far. I'm not sure what was that barbershop.
Santa Fe Barbershop or Altaloma Barbershop.
It's Altaloma.
I've been trying to get him. I've been trying to get him to do it.
Seems like a good spot to have a barbershop.
agree.
You would think. I don't know.
Hey, location's great. Price?
Barbershop
I'm not
slash gun store. We talked about it numerous times.
How much are they asking for the building?
I don't remember.
We can raise the funds right now.
$220,000.
There we go.
Done.
Start the GoFundMe.
Where do we sign?
Yep.
Look, between Jordan
Right.
Porty, between Paul at Southern Sass, and we already got Anthony. He's
There we
like
go. I'm in.
the real
Are you
estate
saying all
kingpin.
those things in that building?
No.
Is that what we're suggesting? What are
we
we-
won't
what
be
are we
able to
talking
fit
about?
Jordan. Sorry.
The key machine's too big.
Yeah, the key machine's too big. It can only fit in the Jeep. Way too much Bluetoothing going on.
Yeah.
All right, just think about it. See, Jordan said he'll pitch
All
in.
right.
Kurt said he has $101 when he gets that other
like
haircut
that.
again.
Right. Don't talk about that. You're trying to bring that man's business on here.
He said it himself. He put it on the Facebook
Well,
post.
they don't know what that's about, but I mean,
Oh.
I think we need to bring it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's y'all. That's all y'all.
That,
Guardy-
that
Guardy
that's when
drives
he
the
gets that
ship, you know?
T-bone, though.
Yeah. So,
Oh man. Hey Chevy, thanks for hanging out with us for a bit.
hey, no problem.
Thanks,
so,
buddy.
so we grab breakfast when you get off the air, Anthony, or what's going on?
I'll call you.
We
All right,
don't-
I'll be at the Waffle House.
He don't want Waffle House to get overloaded, man. Everyone's gonna go there
Yeah.
if they know you're there.
Good possibility.
You got to watch that.
There's a good possibility. Give me about 20.
All right.
I'll call you.
All right, I'm sitting in front of a restaurant right now, but I'll wait.
All right.
All right, talk to you soon,
All right,
Chevy.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Well, it sounds like I'm going to breakfast with Chevy today.
I guess so. It's 9:26. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. My name's Gardy. You just heard from Mr. Chevy Cheveria, the voice of UPW and also the master behind the haircuts that come out of Riot Barber Studio in
True.
Santa Fe, Texas.
Very true.
And I got Mr. Anthony Macaluso here in studio talking
What?
about everything that's going on in the world, not just Santa Fe, not just the gun vault. We've covered a lot of territory here.
Today we have lots of nonsense, too, which I like.
I do,
Somebody
too.
asked me yesterday about the show, one of the shows we were on, and we had no material, kind of like today, and they were like, do you like just going in and doing your thing, or do you like having the schedule? And I'm like, kind of doing our own thing.
You know, I like a little bit of talking points, but then you just kind of fill in the blanks. Today,
We had no talking points.
I was like, this is the talking points. Anthony Macaluso, the Gun Vault of Texas, Friday 4/9/21.
Yeah.
And there's not a single point.
There's not.
So the day
I
before.
like the questions, though. If people just ask questions, we would be solid.
Yes.
We could fill hours, or at least minutes.
At least minutes.
Yeah.
At least 30. 30 of those minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, I told you about, and we talked about this yesterday, about Susie Hanks coming in, who was on with Dean and Raj
Yeah.
for years. And that's really cool. And I told her, I said, I actually have a friend who's on the air with me, and he has a business, and he's done some radio before. But whenever you have somebody who's done it, or they have a feel, it's a lot different, you know?
You said you were nervous around her,
I was.
and you don't get nervous around me. I must not have been that good.
Well, you weren't on the radio for 20 years.
No, just
How
a
many?
few. Man, off and on 6, 7. So, I would say more on than off. I never really took a break. It was just different
Yeah.
stations. And now I'm here with you, just
Big
looking
time.
for material.
That's
the
when-
big times.
That's when you make it.
Yeah, 99.5.
When you make it in this chair, life is good.
I still don't have the gold mic.
Well, it's over there. You can earn it. You can work your way up. You know, you could be sitting there. You're getting a little bit closer. I don't even have the gold mic.
All right,
That's over there. It's off the camera.
one day.
You know, my hope is one day we'll upgrade these cameras, and then I'll have somebody in here, just like even like a mobile. But it has to justify getting to that point. That means y'all need to share this video if you're watching on social media.
Like the page, share. Tell your friends. Call your grandma. She may want to listen
Tell
to
her to tune in because she will love it.
it. Yeah,
100%.
wholesome bantering back and forth.
Yeah. You know what? Somebody said, wait, Anthony was on the radio?
Yep. Who's that?
It's Kurt.
No. Don't you have editing to do? Or this like one wheelie board to ride around with?
Okay, have you tried one of those, a one wheel?
No, I am very uncoordinated.
Mm-hmm.
I fall walking. Imagine me going upstairs.
Those things are okay. So a one wheel, if you're not familiar with it, it looks like a skateboard, but there's a hole in the middle, and it's just this big wheel. And you have to, once you get on there and you balance, and if it's turned on, it'll like boom, and it kind of picks up, and then you just kind of lean which way you want to go. For it to go faster, you lean more forward.
Have you tried it?
So, you know, I wanted to.
Simple yes or no?
No.
All right.
100% no, I have not. But I did get on it. And I got the balance, and I was holding on to something, and then I was
Didn't
like,
you skateboard?
yeah, no, I tried. I was no good.
Okay.
I'm not good.
You just dress like a skater boy?
I guess so.
All right.
Yeah, I hung out with people who skated,
There you go.
and I was not good at rollerblading, not good at roller skating. I had both of those. Do you remember as a kid, whenever you'd wear your tennis shoes and then they sold like the thing that just like snapped onto your shoes as roller skates?
And then you had the Heelys. I never did Heelys.
Oh, I never did Heelys either. But there was kids at school and they'd get in trouble because
all the time.
They're down the halls.
They would just Heely on down.
It was life. Heelys
and then
was
you
life.
had the when you would go down the rail, you had the shoes that had the cutouts. That were
soaps.
Metal. Is that what they were called?
I think they were called soaps, and you could grind.
Yeah,
you could
grinding.
grind.
That's what it is. Yeah. No, I never did those either.
Yeah.
I had one of my employees made fun of me because I just bought some new DCs, and I like skating shoes. They're comfortable. And he was like, "Man, if you're in school with me," and I mean he's a whole 20, he was like, "You would have got beat up." I was like, "Well, I would I would have been all about getting beat up, but these shoes are comfortable."
Yeah, for wearing skating shoes and not being a skater.
Yeah. So the difference from when we were in school or when I was in school, because you're a young punk too.
I'm not that young.
So from when I was in school and when this kid was in school.
I'm 45.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just
Whenever
weird.
I was in school, like in high school, everybody wore Chuck Taylors.
It's not true.
In the 50s.
You weren't in the 50s. It's so stupid.
That's the only ones we had.
We used PF Flyers.
PF Flyers. Did you really wear PF Flyers?
No, I wore Chucks.
Okay.
So.
Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
And they
one just made you run faster and jump higher.
The other one's slower.
Yeah.
And just what everybody else could afford.
They were actually the shoes that they're at the Waffle House. That's what you're eating.
The bottom.
The bottom of it.
Poor Waffle House. We're going to get a letter.
No, I mean, I'm all about it.
Mr. Waffle House is going to be like, I don't appreciate you talking about
I'm sure Mr. House
the texture of our meat.
KHEA.
Oh, everybody at Waffle House listens. We got a couple of calls and texts, but there have been businesses, and you're looking at see who I'm looking at. I'm just looking out at the yonder.
I was looking. I thought somebody was walking by.
No, we've had businesses that have had KHEA radio on, just like in the morning or in their business. No joke.
And we're bashing them. I hope not.
No, it's possible. I don't know, but they would say like, "Hey, I was in there, and they were playing you guys. That's how I found out about y'all, like at the nail salon or at a random business." So, thank you if you're listening to this in your business. We do appreciate that.
Very much.
You're awesome.
Small businesses, small radio stations.
Supporting one another.
Branch us out.
Mm-hmm.
Branch everybody out. And you can call in or just get in touch with Gardy or Kurt and
give me a call.
You on there.
346-704-1806. You can email.
That's not your number. Let me go ahead and give you a real number.
That rings my phone. You could also send us an email, khea@khearadio.com, or message one of our social media pages. And I do have some messages that I need to get back to. So if you're sitting in my inbox, I'm sorry, we'll get to you. There's just a lot going on. We're trying to catch up on some stuff.
It's WrestleMania weekend, baby.
I got a lot going on.
They got to understand. That's 4 days of fun.
Yeah, you see all the local talent. I say local, like regional Texas talent, and people who train at, close to here, training and I mean wrestling out there at WrestleMania. Seems like it's cool. Have they always done that? Like people like Gino and Rachel Rose,
like going to different matches in that area. Yeah, they'll do a lot of indie shows. Kind of, I mean, it's a hype weekend, so everybody's going to try to hit these little shows and do fan access and all that. So
that's been going on because this is. I think I noticed it like last year.
Yeah.
But I guess I've just been more paying attention more to that world.
Yep.
But Texas pros out there putting on entire cards.
It's cool.
That is cool.
Get your name out there. Get these guys out there, the ladies and gentlemen who are risking life and limb for our entertainment.
Yeah. New Texas Pro, whoever does their like graphics and flyers is awesome. The one that they have now looks like a mixtape cover, like a couple mixtape covers, and they got like the card and people in the background. It's legit.
I'm sure somebody we know knows.
Find out who it is. Give me their contact info because we need
for the church. Some new flyers.
But they could. But what I was going to say is for me and you,
I'm just standing back.
Me and you, like I don't know, we're sitting in front of like a slab, like a car, like all Houstoned out. I don't know. I'm just thinking, or we got Heelys on.
Yeah,
just a picture of us
grinding down the Malibu.
Yes, us running through the Amazon lot. I don't know.
Getting our trucks dirty. Yeah, you brought it up.
I need a truck.
I'm saying it. Yep.
I need a truck.
I didn't want to bring it up this trip.
You know how sometimes you look at somebody and you're like, yeah, they would definitely drive a car. If I had a truck, what kind of truck would I drive?
Probably a Nissan Frontier.
I was thinking more of a Chevy S10. 1993.
That guy looks like a Frontier kind of guy that just walked by.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I was thinking like a Chevy S10 or like a F-150, like right when they switched to that 90s body style that was really round.
Yeah.
Single cab, standard.
You can't drive a standard.
I can drive a standard.
Can you?
Yeah, my first was a 84 Jeep Cherokee, and it only had 4 gears. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They, Furniture Zone put out a deal last week or this week asking about your very first vehicle, and I threw mine up.
Yeah.
Mine was a 74 Dodge Dart Swinger.
Ooh, I don't even know what that looks like, but it sounds good.
It was sweet. My brother, who I hope is listening because I'm going to make him sad, we did a trade, and he lost a car heading home. Yeah.
What do you mean y'all like?
So we traded for another car.
Okay.
He was taking it back to Georgia on the trailer. There was like this hurricane or something that came through in Louisiana, hit the truck, flipped the trailer, flipped the car.
Oh my goodness.
Straight pandemonium.
That's
all
terrible.
he has left is a hubcap and some molding.
Okay, so I'm going to ask this question. If you're watching on Facebook, let us know what was your first vehicle, truck, car, whatever, and then or like what your dream vehicle is, and if you could go back and get that first vehicle, would you? Jordan
Yes.
Porty said, and I'm guessing this is what he thinks that I would drive. He said a lifted Prius.
I could see that. I could also see him running his business out of a lifted Prius.
Oh yeah, you could. That'd be very
With all the
nice.
Sweet electronics and Bluetoothing he's got.
Mm-hmm. People losing their keys on the beach, don't worry.
The Prius is on the way.
Saving gas, but also I'm off road.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, Stephanie, your wife, Stephanie Macaluso, said a 92 Ford Taurus, she thinks.
She thinks.
I liked Ford Tauruses.
That makes 2 of y'all.
So I think they came back out with them, but it looks totally different.
They did the, I tell you what, the Taurus SHOs,
Mm-hmm.
those look pretty neat.
I don't know what that
I'm
looks
talking about.
like.
Yeah. So the new ones are nice. What else we got?
Well, I was trying to read this comment, but there was a response. So we were talking to Anthony Macaluso. Here we go. I'm going to try and get you a sponsorship with Black Rifle Coffee Company. Have you had the chance to try that coffee?
I hate coffee. I will be honest. One of my guys that works with me asked me if I wanted some of that, and it's nothing against the coffee. I love the smell of coffee.
Anthony, let me tell you something.
I cannot stand the taste of it.
Let me tell you
something real quick.
Okay.
Let me tell you something, brother. It's wrestling. I drink water.
Okay.
I drink Propel inside the water and tea. That's it.
But let me go.
Go for it.
So you may hate coffee.
Mm-hmm. I love the smell.
But let me tell you.
If you brewed coffee all day long, I would be the happiest person.
And then maybe that could be like, hey, I'm sponsored by the smell of the Rifle Coffee Company.
Yeah, I love the smell of coffee. Any of it.
But you've never tasted sponsored coffee.
Here
Sponsored
we
coffee tastes so good.
It's probably the best coffee out there.
It's the best coffee ever. I guarantee you that sponsored coffee is the best coffee you've ever drank.
It's probably the best way of waking up. Wait, that's the wrong commercial.
Like I've had drinks before, and I've had sponsored drinks before,
And you're like,
and they are so.
"Dang."
And I'm not even just like I'm just like it is so good.
Yeah.
It's different.
Okay.
So
Who said that? Let's just make it happen.
that was Jordan.
Jordan.
Jordan, make it happen because
Okay.
he said coffee, not a fan. But I'm telling you, Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing, and I've never had it, is probably the best coffee ever.
It's probably out there, yeah.
So let's make it happen. Actually, I have some.
Our shop always smells like coffee because Steve drinks coffee nonstop. What do you got?
I have some Grisafi coffee,
I don't even know what that means. It sounds fun though. It sounds like an Italian thing, to be honest with you.
Colombian Supremo.
That was way off. Does it smell good?
Yes.
There you go.
So if you ever want to drop off anything for Anthony, maybe sponsor Anthony.
I mean, who
on the
wouldn't
radio?
wanna sponsor this?
Reach out to him.
I am easy to get a hold of. I'm down to 2 businesses, so that's all you get.
Yeah.
You can only get me twice.
Okay. So what else you got coming on? I know there's a 4th business in the works. What you got?
There's things working. It's none of your business.
It's just us.
It's probably on that piece of paper that you have that you won't show me.
I'll show you here in a bit.
No, I don't want to see it.
Not on
there.
air. Okay.
No, I don't want to see
There's
it.
a lot of information on there, and it's just stuff that we can't
Yeah, just
share with the world.
Can't divulge. I
Yeah.
can't even read, you know. I didn't go to Abundant Life Academy.
Yeah.
So
I did, and I can read, so
yeah, there's that.
check.
That's why my kid's here.
Yes. Man, okay. I was trying to see if we had any more car names. What people do. Okay, so Paul said a Subaru Brat.
I don't even know what that is.
No, I don't know. And Jordan said his first vehicle was a 1991 Ford F-150. It lasted about 3 months.
That's not bad.
That's a lot of time. You
That
get a
is.
lot done in 3 months whenever you're that,
Made that young.
first car.
That's like 200,000 miles.
At least.
Yeah, I'll go to the grocery store and get those pinto beans for you, Mom. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go pick up your brother, drop him off, done.
I was the youngest. Couldn't
Okay.
pick up nobody. Did used to take my brother's car to the gas station before I had the license.
Just like he's like, hey, go get it gas. And you're like, yeah,
I
I
would
got
just
you.
go whatever. I hit a pole once. The gas barrier pole.
Yeah.
Nicked that once in his car. If he's listening,
Was that the
sorry.
last time, or did he know about it?
I think he knew about it. I don't know.
Did never address it with you?
No.
That must be nice.
Shouldn't let me drive his car when I didn't have a license. There's that.
Yeah.
He had a purple Sunfire.
Ooh.
Purple.
Why purple?
I guess that was what was on the lot.
Sunfires were cool.
I had a purple Volkswagen Beetle. My older brother still has that car.
What year?
69.
A 1969
Mhm.
purple.
Me and my
Beetle.
brother, my oldest brother, switched cars a lot.
Was that your first car?
No, my first
Oh,
one
that's
was
right.
the Dodge Dart.
The Dart.
Yep. We switched the Volkswagen for an F-150.
Mm-hmm.
Big, tall F-150.
Is there a car that you've had in the past that you wish
Lots.
you didn't have? Like
Oh,
you-
that I didn't have?
Well-
No. There's lots of cars that I wish I still had.
that you would have kept?
Yeah.
That's
One of
interesting.
my Cadillacs, had a Malibu, had all kinds of cool things.
Okay, here's another one. This is from David. He said his first car was a 1979 Chevy C10 4x4.
David, what year?
It was in 1979.
79. I've got an 84 K10 and I love it.
Is that what you drove today?
No.
What'd you drive today?
My other
The,
truck.
the Ford?
Yeah, I'm in a Ford. We'll say that.
Yeah.
F-150.
Woo, those are
Stock
nice.
F-150.
Those are nice. Stock. Right off the lot.
Right off the lot. Yeah. So I do drive the K10. If anybody drives by the shop, everybody's like, "Oh, Anthony's not there. I don't see the K10."
Yeah,
I
that's
do
what
have-
I did yesterday.
I do have other vehicles, but that's like the staple for me. Everybody's like, "You should wrap that truck." I'm like, "No, I'm good. It looks cool as it is."
Yeah.
I've had people come in and ask about the truck. I'm like, "Oh, you want to, can I help you with anything?" They're like, "Oh, I was just wondering whose truck that is." I was
Like trying to buy it or what?
There has been. I was like, "You want to buy anything in the store?"
Yeah.
Everything's for sale, by the way, people.
Everything is for sale.
Everything is for sale. That is my motto.
You should do like if you buy,
That's not happening.
if you come in this month and you spend over this much money, you get a chance to win
It's not happening.
the Ford.
No. My wife would. We've
Yeah.
had very few arguments, and there was one I sold a car that she loved, and then I think if we sold the Raptor or the F-150, it'd be the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a dinosaur?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't sell that. Okay, here's another comment. This is from David as well. He said, I've had my eye on that K10 since you've opened, waiting on the for sale sign.
It will never have a for sale sign. You could be like a lot of the people. They have had people follow me before to buy vehicles. that
Wow.
I've had. It's very creepy. Like the most recent was in the K10, and I pulled up to Geo's, and this cat pulled up next to me, and I could tell he was following me. So obviously I'm on a gun store, and I'm sitting there, and he knocks on my window, and I just kind of stare at him. It's like nothing weird. He's like, I want to buy the truck. And I was like, that's weird.
A little
You
weird.
Don't follow me. So
Just a genuine person trying to have a pizza with you.
yeah, I go for the seafood.
So
It
you said
wasn't Geo's. It was TJ Reed's.
TJ Reed's.
Went
Okay.
for the seafood. Love Geo's though.
You mentioned earlier everything is for sale.
Everything.
Jordan wants to know how much is the totem pole.
$850. Cheers.
Do you take payments?
From
Split up?
Jordan? Yeah,
Okay.
I trust Jordan.
You know
I know
where?
where he lives.
Yeah, you say you know where he lives. Something about a key machine in the shop. I don't know.
I could kill his business by if I see him, I would just call him every time when he's making a key. That would sink his business. So until he paid me, he would get a million phone calls.
It's like he's like, I can't make any money to pay you if you keep calling me when I'm making the keys.
I'd be like, you need to pay me, son. Figure it out.
Figure it out first. All right. Hey, Anthony, is there anything else you'd like to share? Remind people how they can get a hold of you.
Man, just Facebook, The Gun Vault of TX. Our awful website is thegunvaulttx.com. I say awful because there's just nothing on there. You can schedule all your classes. You can contact us there. 3701 646 North, across from the Justice Center, right next to Bug Whacker. Amazing people, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if you've ever met them. Jeff and his crew, they have a little dog named Lola. Lola comes and visits us
I know Lola.
every day. She's amazing.
Yeah, Lola's cool.
Yep, little puppy.
No, I actually don't know Lola, but I
You
do know
should.
Jeff.
You should meet Lola.
Jeff.
That's who makes the business. I don't care about Jeff. It's the dog, and that's it. Jeff does buy me these mints.
Yeah.
He noticed I kept going in there and taking them. I would just walk in and take them and leave, and now they're just like plentiful. They're
He bought
all on
you
the
your
table.
own.
Yeah, they're all over the table, and I can't thank him enough for that.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Appreciate you. Anthony, thank you for hanging out today. You're awesome.
Thank you, guys.
It's KHEA Radio.